Hello everyone, and welcome back. Now, this video is a companion piece to last week's video, in which we talked about the UI and pricing of items. But for this video, we're going to be talking about Fortnite's Battle Pass system, and my own method on how we could bring back these awesome cosmetics. But before we get into that, I want to discuss one thing from last week's video. While it is true that, well, you don't have to buy anything from the item shop, at the end of the day, my main concern is that these prices are getting a little too high. So imagine how bad it could be in the future with other things. Who knows, maybe these collab passes could cost more in the future, or even the Battle Pass. It's a concern of mine. With all that being said, let's talk about the Battle Pass, and The Battle Pass is full of amazing cosmetics, but the problem is they're kind of one and done, right? So I want to bring up my own ideas on how to bring back previous Battle Pass cosmetics. However, before we do, I want to tackle two other ideas that people have had in the past. Let's start off with the item shop method a lot of people tend to bring up. While it is true that they could bring back Battle Pass cosmetics into the item shop with way less styles available to the item shop versions, I don't think this is a very good way of approaching things, because I mean, then you're just going to leave out people who just want their favorite versions of these skins and may get a version that they just don't like. On top of that, putting them in the item shop would really take away this whole earning method, okay? And I don't think Epic wants to do that. The other option that people bring up is alternates to these skins. So for example, we had the Ageless, and then we had the Ageless Explorer. Pretty cool, but let me give it to you in this example. At the time, I didn't play the Marvel seasons, or well, a lot of seasons during that time, but that's a story for another day. Anyways, while I do have Wolverine Zero, I didn't get Wolverine Regular. And the thing is, I like that costume. I really do. And I do not like Wolverine Zero's design, personally speaking. So while I could use Wolverine Zero, it just wouldn't feel great to me. It's just a version of the character who I can't really associate with my own childhood. The same if they were to do a new Superman or a new Lara Croft. If it's not the versions of characters that I recognize, I really don't want to use it, you know what I mean? So now let's get into my proposal. Like I said, I think Epic wants you to earn these cosmetics, and so here's my idea on how they could possibly do that. First, let's have this blue Battlestar system. Why blue? Well, it's my favorite color. And you earn these stars from going past level 200. And these stars could be used for prior Battle Pass seasons, outside of Season 1, because, well, you had to use V-Bucks for those skins, right? So it'd only be fair if the same method applied. But anyways, getting back on track here, you would earn these blue battle stars by going beyond level 200, and then you would have these folders, and these folders would be different chapters. You'd open it up, and then you could select a battle pass. From there on, whatever battle pass you pick, you would start at level 1 and then go all the way to the max. And for the sake of these stars, let's not have them fade between seasons. Now here's how this is a beneficial method, at least in my eyes. 1, not everyone has the time to play Fortnite, okay? People have lives, and plus, the second thing, there are people who probably didn't want to get into Fortnite who now do, but now the characters that they want, now they no longer have access to them. So I think this method is a good way of allowing people to gain those cosmetics that they missed out on. And this would incentivize grinding out, in which they actively have time to grind out the season. Because let's face it, not all of us really want to grind out all the way to level 200 every season. No, and you shouldn't be expected to do that either. So I think with this method, we'll be able to really bring back every cosmetic and allow players to have access to them. And I think it'd be a wonderful way to allow not only bringing back these cosmetics, but also updating them. After all, older cosmetics don't really get to have updates. So let's look at Drift, for example. Now, Drift will be able to have different options instead of just the stages. You could remove the mask while still keeping the hoodie, or take off the FX while still having the glowing flow through his jacket, or stuff like that. You'd be able to actually update these prior Battle Pass cosmetics and make them more desirable. And previous seasons that didn't have super styles now can. You can grant skins that didn't have many styles, now they can have more, you know what I mean? It'd be a way to incentivize players who have been playing this game for so long to actually grind past 200 to gain those extra cosmetics. And because they've been playing for so long, they wouldn't have to deal with the treacherous grind that newer players would have to. And with that, that's the end of my proposal. Again, I really want these cosmetics to return. I know a lot of the times people mention these with collaborations, but I mean, well, a lot of these skins are really well made. I mean, there's so many well-made cosmetics that it's kind of a shame for them to be just gone forever. Oh, and as a side note, for skins like Maya or Toon Sticks, you could make generic quests to unlock their stuff once you unlock them in the Battle Pass. Or I guess you just could keep them locked. Like Toon Sticks could just be the grayscale, or Maya could just be one default set for newer players, and the players who did, get them at the time would be rewarded as such, of, being able to customize their skins. But that's all I have for today. I hope you guys take care. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Peace.